Hey guys, it's Bob Ferngren and I'm back with another 8-minute video on network marketing. And my goal, my heart, my desire is that my long term in network marketing, 19 years now, I would say 16 years doing it at the highest level possible, made every mistake you can make. And the cool part about making mistakes is that's how you grow. If you adjust and make the corrections and stay in action, stay in action, stay in action. And I primarily want to teach you how to really build your business through social media. And in this series of calls, I'm talking about the basics, the things that are timeless. Things come and go, social media platforms come and go, but the basics really don't change. People might be fooling you out there that there's some way to just click and buy. But that's just click and buy. That's just selling stuff. It'd be the same thing as, say, having a booth somewhere and somebody comes up and buys it. There's no real relationship there, and the chances for a repeat customer or even a potential business builder is pretty low. There's nothing wrong with just click and buy. I mean, if that's your thing, like being an affiliate marketer, just selling products. But if you're in network marketing and want to build a big team, help a lot of people make money, in turn, like Zig Ziglar says, help enough people get what they want, you'll end up getting what you want. So some things have to be timeless, have to be permanent, foundational things. And so today I want to talk to you about reaching out. Reaching out is the new way we say sharing your story, letting others know what you're doing, inviting them to see more. Again, because we live in this era, we do have social media, which has opened up the world to people who are looking to build a serious business. I mean, it just never ends. There are so many people to reach out to. So reaching out to people is fundamentally, for a business builder, all about the following. It's about letting others know where you're going, what you're doing, and most importantly, you leave this out, you're never going to get really serious business builders, why you're doing it. That's what a reach out is. Hey Joe, I've started this new business. I'm really excited about it because we're actually going to be using this as our platform to become debt-free. Because once we're debt-free, our dreams are to be able to travel and pay cash for all of our travel. Hey, would you like to take a look at my business? Now, that conversation with your own personality added to it, that can be done over the phone, couldn't it? That could be done via a face-to-face conversation. And that could be done via a message in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Again, you'll want to add some personality, include something about them perhaps. But how simple was that? I just let you know where I was going. I had started a business, what I'm doing, and I told you why I'm doing it. How simple is that? You know what I always like to say is, it's probably so simple most people won't do it. Most people are just going to projectile vomit selling their products on their wall, on their public news feeds. They're going to run up to people and try to control them or manipulate them into buying things, when in fact it's a chill thing. It's a chill thing. Listen, if tomorrow you're brand new, what would you open up today? Let's say you were opening up an electronics store where you sold all this cool stuff, it's secondhand, but it's been refurbished, so it's much cheaper to buy your electronics from you because you're like into electronics, so you've got them fixed up, all that. You've put money into inventory. You've taken the time to go through all the government things you need to get approved. Maybe you drop down, not a lot of money, maybe 30, 40 grand. You've signed a lease that has your personal guarantee on it, which really means you're currently in debt for what, say you did a 5-year lease, it's $1,000 a month, that's $12,000 a year times 5. That's the amount of debt you're actually in. You owe that money. So you got real money right now on the line. You've got debt on the line, right? So would you only open the doors and just stand there? Maybe you got a nice sign, but you're just going to stand there and wait for people to come to you. No, there's nobody that does that. Matter of fact, people who don't know anything about what I'm talking about would make sure that everyone they knew what they were doing. It's an electronics shop. They would know why they were doing. This has been a passion of mine, and instead of it just being a hobby that's costing me money, I decided to actually open up this electronics shop because I love helping people. Everybody buys electronics, so instead of buying, a flat screen TV from Best Buy, they're buying them from me, and they get them at a better price. And the reason I decided to do this is I had to get out of the 9-to-5. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. That was my passion, and I love electronics. Wouldn't you tell everybody that? Well, you would either tell everyone that, or you'd be out of business. You would want the support of your friends and your family, those that know you, your Facebook friends, every name that you have as a contact. You would want the best potential start to your new business that you could ever have. Doing it that way, that electronics shop has a pretty good chance of getting going pretty good. Now, you got to manage it, you got to take care of your customers, all that for it to last. But here in network marketing, what most people do is they open up, they try to push their company. I don't know who's attracted to buildings, but they push the company. They push the products or the services. There's a million gazillion products and services out there. I don't know how they break through that white noise. And then they run off all their friends and family and they wonder what happened. Well, wouldn't it be cooler? Let's just take a cool thing for a minute. Wouldn't it just be cooler to be not that person? Wouldn't it be better to be the person who wants everyone to know what they're doing? Maybe you're in health and wellness. Let's say you're in health and wellness products. You want everyone to know what you're doing, where you're going, and why you're doing it. If everyone knew that, and you just invited them to come see your new business, what would your batting average be? So maybe, again, if you're in health and wellness, it sounds something like this. Hey, Joe, listen, I don't know if what I'm doing is for you or not, but I just got to share it with you. I've decided to launch a brand new business. It's health and wellness related. And the reason, that we decided to do this business is because right now we're doing it as a side hustle so I could get out of that part-time job. I'm just missing too many days with my kids. And so I'm going to put some extra effort into this, maybe 8 to 12 hours a week, because I can actually see building this to an income that equals what I'm doing full-time. And because that's going to really allow me to be there for my kids. You see, my spouse and I want to homeschool our kids, and it's not fair if I'm gone all the time and my spouse is responsible for doing all of the teaching. I want to be there for those moments. So hey, you got time to take a look at this business? It might not be for you. How's that for a reach out? Now, don't you feel cooler talking like a pro than trying to puke products or the company you work for? I know some people get some short-term results with tons of energy behind things, but the real wealth and the real ability to help thousands and thousands and thousands of people is in your reach outs. All you're doing is sharing with others what you're doing, not the name of the company, not trying to sell them on the products initially. What you're doing, you're helping others with getting into optimal health. Why you're doing it, I got to spend time with my family. The time's just drifting away. Look how fast this year went and where you're going. Because when I achieve my goals, I'm going to be able to take my kids anywhere. And so instead of just opening up a book and teaching them about geography, I'm going to take them to Rome, and I'm going to take them to Sydney, Australia, and I'm going to take them to Orlando, Florida, so we can go see Mickey. Guys, there's an annoying way to do our industry, and it works a little bit. And then there's the network marketing professionals way of introducing it and inviting others to come see more. Hey, let's go.